on the idea of better governance through ICT implementation. Along with the Department of Information Technology and Communication, Government of Rajasthan, Rajcomp Info Services Limited and National E-Governance Plan are also partnering as host partners in the event. I should also like to inform all of you that the government partners are STPI and Rajasthan Knowledge Corporation Limited. The cloud partner for the event is Akamai. Security specialist partner is Checkpoint. Gold sponsors are Cisco and Vikrangi. PSU partner is REIL, and our sponsors are Redware, Presto, SafeNet, and Revolabs. The event is offering a platform to exhibitors to showcase their IT tools and solutions through an expo that will be running parallel with the sessions in the 3 days. We expect that this forum shall be successfully providing the most desired networking platform for all of us present here. Also, I would like to inform that this event is being live webcasted on our website, that is egov.elets.com/knowledge exchange. I would also request all of you to kindly be actively present and participate on our Twitter at #eGovKE, which is also present in all our presentations and everywhere throughout the event. Now, without wasting much time, I would like to invite Shri Sanjay Malhotra, Secretary IT, Government of Rajasthan, to kindly address the audiences. Mr. Malhotra, please.
Honorable Mr. Ravi Gupta, I think the force behind this whole show, the series of show, and all the delegates and my colleagues who have come from all over the country. First of all, a very, very hearty welcome to all of you. I hope and that you had a comfortable journey and you all are comfortable over here. On behalf of Government of Rajasthan and the eGov magazine, I welcome all of you to this 3-day event. Today is the first day, and we have already distributed the whole program to you. We are going to have a few sessions today, but the core programs are going to be held tomorrow and day after. And the way we have designed it is that there is mix of leisure and work, and so mornings are we start a little late in the mornings and we try to finish early so that it gives you a little time to relax and unwind and network. I think this is a beautiful setting and a beautiful city, and you are all going to not only enjoy the city, we are also having a lot of delegates from all sectors, private sector, from the public sector, from various walks of life, even in the government sector, from people. There are people from education, there are people from health, from urban development, from the industrial divisions. There are people from the police, there are people from the army. And similarly, even from the private sector, we are having people from various, in various segments of the IT segment, whether it is storage, whether it is security systems, whether it is networking equipment, and so on and so forth. So this is a very beautiful, this is a very ideal opportunity, I think, for all of us to sit down over here and try to see what can be done in the IT sector, and especially in the e-governance sector, as to how we can really improve governance, because that is a key. Today, the country is, in the middle of kind of a catharsis, where we are having the civil society and people and the public, they are demanding more and more from the government. And the government is trying on its part, its level best, to come up to the expectations of the people. Despite that, there is a lot of dissatisfaction, because the expectations, the demand and the expectations, are much above what we are able to provide. And so in such a situation, as you all of us know, IT is, a very big enabler. It provides us the tools to kind of match to some extent and to meet the expectations of the public. And so when we are all sitting over here, not only as people from, because all of us have roles over here that we are performing, and that is, maybe, if you are from the private sector, to maximize your profits, and if we are from the government, to deliver certain goods and services to the public. But ultimately, I think we all also are citizens, and we got to keep, the citizens' interest in mind. Even if it is not for citizens, then for ourselves, for our own selves, because we also are citizens, and we also do derive those benefits from whatever improvements happen through such initiatives that the government is taking, trying to involve IT. And so, as I said, this is a very nice forum. This is a very nice opportunity for all of us over here. Already, people have started arriving, we can see, and tomorrow and day after, there are more people who are going to come up. We got a lot of very interesting people from different walks of life, as I said. And so, and it's all about, ideas. So that reminds me that the power, of ideas. So, because an idea can create, or it can make wonders. It can change the total way, things happen. And so even though and so this is a very unique setting, you are out and gives you time to really think. And Government of Rajasthan and we in the IT department also, give a lot of emphasis to networking, to thinking, to generation of innovation and innovative ideas. So this is a good place for us to sit over here, because if an organization, you see, is not, and you people also in the private sector, all of you are putting a lot of emphasis on ideas, on research, on development, on getting patents on your own name and for intellectual property. And so for any organization to grow, this is very, very important. Reminds me, of an incident which I would like to share with you. What happened is that in the 30s, when Ford, they were going through this whole exercise of how to cut costs and everything, and Ford was a very methodical person. And so he invited, a consultant to go to his factory and, see and try to tell him ways and means of, because he would invite, anyone, and he was a very open person. And so he invited a consultant, and he went all around, for a few days, and he said he could not find anything. He came back and reported to Ford that, well, yours is a very efficiently run company, and I really don't have, much to suggest, except for one thing that I saw, that in one room, there were some 3 or 4 people, whole day I've observed them, for 3-4 days, and they just don't do anything, and they just, they just sit and they think or whatever, they don't seem to be doing anything. So Ford said, that is what they are actually there for. They are paid to sit there and think. So this is the stage, I think, now that you have come out from your own workplaces. This is the time for you to really think, for us to interact with each other, and to see how our organization can solve, some of the problems that the government today faces. So I welcome you once again to this forum. I'm very confident that you people are going to enjoy your stay here, and the interactions and the sessions that we have planned, all of them are very interesting. If you have any suggestions or anything, because this is really a very informal setting that we are trying to create over here, because that is what, although we have tried to put some structure, but it's an informal thing. And if you would like to if you have any suggestions or any ideas, please don't hesitate to tell me or to tell Ravi Gupta. Once again, a very, very hearty welcome to you. I hope all of you have a very wonderful stay here. Thank you.
So, I will give a brief remark on about us. Can we have the PPT on, please? So, first of all, welcome. I'm Ravi Gupta, CEO of Elets, Technomedia, and editor of the eGov magazine. And it's an honor and a pleasure to be in Rajasthan, and especially in Udaipur, which is a very, very famous city and a beautiful city. And first of all, my heartiest thanks to Shri Sanjay Malhotra ji for being a great supporter of this event. When we went to him with this idea of this event, he was very, very excited, and he has helped us to build this event to the shape you are seeing here. And I must show you the special issue of eGov, which will be formally launched tomorrow. And this is a issue which focuses on Rajasthan, and it highlights all the major achievements of Rajasthan in IT. And Ishwinder, can I have the PPT on, please, if you don't mind? And this issue is a great compendium of ICT initiatives in Rajasthan. So it's guest editor of this issue is the Secretary IT Malhotra ji, and I wish that we all give a big hand for all the hard work he has put in. Because of his efforts, we have been able to contact several departments across the state and have good coverage of the initiatives. So I think it was a big milestone for eGov magazine that we have been able to have a great compendium of the initiatives on the state. Second thing I want to inform you about is that in this event, around overall 100 delegates are registered. Many are still arriving. They will be arriving in next 1 hour or 2 hours according to the flight timings. And there are around 20 people from the private sector, and rest 80 are from the government. We will have SIOs from various states, many of the PSUs, many of the central government departments, many of the MMP mission heads. Also, Secretary IT, Government of India, he will be here. CEO of the BBNL will be here. And various officials from Department of IT and various other departments across states, from Uttar Pradesh, Bengal, Odisha, many other, Punjab, Kerala, Tamil Nadu. So various states are being presented. So it's a very interesting 3-day conclave where you will have a opportunity to network various ICT leaders from various parts of the government and also from the private sector. So and on the back of the room, requesting you to have a look on the back of the room, there is a wall there which is a blank white patch there, and I would like to invite you all to have a small signature of yours. saying a line about whatever you thought about this event. So I will request that over the next few days, let's have this wall filled up, and we will publish it in the next issue of the magazine. And like this will be a big encouragement to all of us. And a small brief about our organization. So this is the e-governance magazine which we are talking about. We also publish a magazine on education. It's called Digital Learning, and another magazine on health. It's called e-health. So who we are? We are around a 15-year-old organization. Our sister organization is called CSDMS, Center for Science, Development and Media Studies. So we started with that in 97, and we were working in grassroots ICT initiatives in the rural areas before we started the magazines. And we realized that so much potential exists in working on ICT for the developmental arena. And that's how the idea about sharing knowledge occurred to us. And we thought that we start the magazine on e-governance, which was 2005. So almost 7.5, 8 years now. And we have come a long way from there. And we have this initiative besides e-governance. We have a magazine on education and a magazine on e-health for last 7 years. So ICT in education, governance and health are our core focus areas, which is all about development, and I think which is the pillar of the growth of a nation. And we have knowledge portals in like these areas, a portal on health, portal on governance and portal on education. And these are our flagship events, like many of you would have heard about e-India and our conference called e-Asia, which we do outside India, which we have held earlier in Bangkok, Kuala Lumpur, Colombo, Dhaka, etc. Also, we do a conference called World Education Summit, which is the leading conference on education in India, and various other events. So, like these are all our e-Asia 2006, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11 events photos you are seeing, and this is the e-India, the growth, where various ICT leaders have been participating. So this is our background, and from here we thought about that we should go to various states and do regional focused events, and where we get a lot of regional representation and discuss the opportunity to leverage those initiatives at the national level. And this event is like one step in that direction. So with this, I will close my speech and welcome you all. And if you have any logistical issue or any other hassle, my team is here. So you would have like met them till now, but if you have any hassle and it's not able to solve by my team, you can always come to me, and I will see to it that we address it as much as possible. And just another logistical announcement that tomorrow, this conference will happen tomorrow and day after in the historical city palace, and which is a tourist destination in itself, and tomorrow you will see that what a grand venue it is, and the whole the beauty of this city will be visible from there. So with this I will close this, and we will have the sessions as we have mentioned in the agenda. I apologize that we are a bit late, since many of our delegates are still arriving, and we will have a networking dinner tonight. I invite you all, and after each of the days of the sessions of tomorrow and day after, we have organized tours which will be inside the city palace itself, and also if on the 16th we have a tour of the Nath Dwara temple, so you can like take our best son go to the temple, and we will help organize that whole program. So with this I will close here, and thank you again to all of you.